Hey folks, Pirate Tiger here. Welcome back to Let's Play Contradiction. We learned a whole bunch of stuff about a former suicide? Question mark. A young chap called Liam last year, same lake. Also, apparently, possibly a member of the Atlas business group. It's all getting very suspicious. We chatted to James a bit about his what was it? Well, we also learned some things about, well, frankly, Satanism. The whole three finger symbol that's meant to represent the three freedoms, free to be free. Which not a cult. Promise, not a cult. Nothing to do with Satanism, even though I was totally into Satanism as a kid, and now we have this satanic three-finger symbol. Yeah, it's all fine.
Simon mentioned another greenhouse on the farm. Must be up the hill over there.
Did he? I thought he was talking about this one. I was just going to carry on mooching around every location we've been to, and I guess it's not too late to do that, but apparently he was talking about another greenhouse that was on the farm. Well now, what's in the big greenhouse that we didn't know about? Don't leave the door open. Have you never owned a greenhouse? God damn it. That's not how you use a Black & Decker workmate, but that's fine. There's not a lot going on in here. This is really sad. This is a very sad looking greenhouse. Okay. With two plants in the whole place. We promise this prop hasn't just been put here for this one scene.
I wonder if James knows this is here. Don't
What?
know what it is, but be interesting to see what he says about it.
Mint. Do you happen to know, James, that you're growing mint in your greenhouse? What did we pick up? It's a packet of dried leaves. Oh, wait a minute. Herbs. Herbal tea. Herbs. And didn't he say he studied... what was it? Plantology. Or something. I don't know. Right, fine. Let's get out of here. Yeah, let's ask James about this before we do anything else. Back down we go. I can't remember what we were talking about now. Look, we've got things to do. Can we just get back to the house, please? And in we go.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
We covered all of this last time, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so just about these...
Could you tell me what these are, please?
Leaves.
I found them in the greenhouse.
Been snooping around on the farm, have we?
It's called investigating, James.
Well,
Yeah.
not without a warrant, it isn't.
Just mint. Mint leaves. For cooking.
Yeah, I heard you were a bit of a budding chef.
Dabble a bit. Won a few competitions.
Very impressive.
Oh.
So you normally just leave packets of mint lying around?
Must have dropped it.
This is just weird. Once, a Great British Bake Off champion, apparently. Okay. Packet contains mint leaves. Okay. I mean, this wouldn't even be in the game if it weren't significant, so I'm sure they're not mint leaves, but that was quite definitely a mint plant. All those two solitary plants sitting in this giant greenhouse.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
So there's a bit of a cook. I want to talk to his old housemate, actually. Who was Simon. Hello, Simon.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Questions. Yes. Let's ask him about these dried leaves.
Know what these are?
No.
They're leaves.
Look a bit like sage leaves.
Haven't seen them before, though.
Not at all, no.
Didn't you buy herbs? Like, exchange herbs? With James? I'm sure. Yeah, you were saying, like, you exchanged them with James for herbs. Where did that come up exactly? I'm sure you said you exchanged them for herbs. I remember you saying it. I remember. Not there, not there, not there. It was quite early on. But, fine. Yeah. No, fine. Okay. So, as far as you're concerned, these leaves could be sage. What's his face says they're mint. You've never seen them before.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
I guess I'll check with Emma. I don't think she's going to have much to
Couple
say.
more questions, if that's okay.
Yeah, nothing. Okay.
You know what these are, by any chance?
No. Sorry. I don't know anything about plants or things like that, but you should ask Rebecca. She used to live on a farm. She'd know.
What? Go and talk to the pub
Be
landlady.
back later on,
She
if
knows
that's okay.
all about plants. What? This... Fine, I'll do that. I mean, thanks for the tip, but what a bizarre tip to give. Okay. What can you tell me about these leaves, Rebecca? Because I know nothing. Ding.
A few more questions, please. Thank you.
Yeah, okay, we're up to date with her.
Do you know what these are?
Oh, magic mint. Where did you find this?
Magic mint.
Salvia Divinorum. I used to grow it years ago.
Salvia Divinorum.
It makes you trip.
In what way?
It's a hallucinogenic and legal. Quite a dangerous combination, really.
Do you use it?
Me? No. No, I don't even take
I'm
medicines.
tripped out on morphine.
I like to stay pure.
Uh-huh.
I didn't expect Rebecca to know about growing drugs. I know she claims not to use them herself, but I'm not so sure.
They make you trip out. Well, it's tempting to tie that to, you know, oh, there were drugs in what's-her-face's bloodstream, but it was morphine, wasn't it, or something similar. And this is supposed to be a hallucinogenic rather than an opiate. So, but you know, this game isn't exactly. I don't know how tight the writing is when it comes to illicit substances. So, this is Salvia Divinorum plant.
Okay, that's
not
it for now. Thank
mint. Not mint. You filthy liar! You lied to me. Why would you do that?
Ask you a couple more things, please.
And apparently they're legal. So, contains mint.
Ever heard of Salvia Divinorum?
Was that skin cream?
It's not a skin cream, no. It's a plant.
Really? Don't know much about plants.
So you've never heard of Salvia?
No.
Are you for real? You don't know much about plants? I think we may have found a contradiction, folks.
Aha.
Aha, indeed.
So, your degree is in plant science, but you don't seem to know anything about plants.
Well, still got a lot to learn.
So you're still saying you've never heard of Salvia?
Didn't say that.
So you have.
Maybe.
Oh, come
And
on.
you do grow it.
Yeah, it's legal. Why not?
What do you do with it?
I use it for explorative purposes. Meditation.
Explorative
And
is not
does
a
this
word.
involve anybody else?
Why?
Do you sell it or give it to anybody else?
What?
Sure.
Yeah, it's just for me, nobody else.
Bullshit.
And that's the only drug you grow, is it?
Feel free to go and look if you want.
It's okay, I'll look later.
There's only 2 plants in the whole bloody greenhouse.
The only drug he grows. I'm not sure I believe that, James. Then again, would someone growing illegal drugs bother growing a legal one?
Private use only. Was it the homebrew? Homebrew. Yeah! Straight away.
When
Boom.
you say herbal tea, do you mean salvia?
Probably.
So you traded salvia tea with Simon
Probably.
for his homebrew.
So?
So why did you say you didn't give salvia to anybody else? Did you give it to anybody else? How many people did you give it to?
you give it to Kate?
No,
How about Liam?
I didn't have anything to do with him dying, if that's what you mean.
So you did give him Salvia?
Yes, I gave him Salvia because he asked for it, but that's not what killed him.
Well, he committed suicide, James, because of psychological issues that probably weren't helped by him trying hallucinogenic drugs.
Didn't commit suicide. You don't know anything about him. You don't know what happened.
Okay, so what happened then?
Share!
Do you even know about Third Eye?
What?
Go on.
You don't know about Third Eye.
What?
You don't know about Third Eye. You know nothing about Liam's death. I mean, forget Salvia.
Fine, tell me then.
Please do.
Third Eye was a cult. We had our very own psycho cult operating right here from our village hall. And I got rid of them, single-handed. I'm the one who got rid of Third Eye. Did they tell you that at the station?
Okay, start again.
Yeah,
They
please.
were what?
You don't know anything, do you? Look. They were reeling in students, pretending to be some sort of happy life course, you know. Who can make your life better sort of crap.
What a
And they were
coincidence.
putting everyone through this brainwashing program to make them compliant, and selling them on. It's all there.
What do you mean, selling them on?
Selling them. Objects, commodities.
To who?
What?
To anyone who could afford them. Top politicians, famous celebrities, wealthy businessmen, you name it.
What for?
You don't get it, do you? Third Eye were making and selling slaves. They were black market slave traders. They were wiping people's personalities using ECT, brainwashing, cocktails of hard drugs, deliberately turning them into perfect slaves. You know how much slaves are worth on the black market these days?
No.
Millions.
By the pound?
And I'm talking per slave. That's why anyone who stood up to them and threatened to go public like Liam was just killed off. They didn't give a damn.
So you're saying Liam was murdered by Third Eye?
Exactly what I'm saying. So I started looking into it. They were all saying it was suicide, but there's no way.
What?
Did you ever actually meet Liam?
I found out about him.
And how did you find out about all this other stuff?
It's obvious, you can tell. I met some of the students. You could see straight away there was something wrong. They were like zombies. And I can tell when someone's got ECT damage or when they've been through mind conditioning. It's just obvious. I mean, US military used all these techniques back in the 50s. It's all documented, you can read about it. They showed all the same signs.
So did you ever actually go to a meeting?
No, but I knew what went on.
How?
From what people said who'd been through it.
Okay, so do you know anyone I could speak to who did go through it?
Well, no. Look, it doesn't matter. Why did they close down if it wasn't true? They just closed down and disappeared overnight after I put all the flyers up. Bit of a coincidence.
But that was just after Liam died.
Yeah,
And do you think that had anything to do with it?
maybe, but it was the flyers that forced them to close.
Okay. Do you mind if I keep this?
Yeah, you investigate it. It'll all come out. Third Eye definitely killed Liam.
Well, that was a lot to take in. Does James really believe all this stuff? This is
What?
the first I've heard about Third Eye. Question is, what's their connection with Atlas, if there is one?
I wonder. What the fuck? What? Oh god. What is going on? Oh god. It's a Miss Marple episode written by a school child. It's amazing. Okay, so we're dealing with the Third Eye cult, presumably unrelated to the Atlas business course. Oh Jesus! Which sprang up, last year when the Third Eye cult closed down. Did you never think to pursue this, James? Oh my god. Oh god. Okay, yeah, Third Eye with the the triple goddess symbol, whatever it's called. Do not join this dangerous cult. The truth about the Third Eye. Can we read that? The Third Eye are grooming and controlling students' minds to make money from wealthy and corrupt businessmen. They pretend to be able to improve your life, but in fact, they will rob your identity and use barbaric methods like ECT to wipe your memories and destroy your personality. They are based at Edenton Village Hall. Do not join! Those who attempt to expose them will be killed. Like Liam Rogers! You do sound a bit like a conspiracy nut, it must be said. And for a moment I thought this symbol was the Harry Potter 3 things, you know. The symbol of the things.
Thank you.
God, I can't remember.
Probably be back later.
Oh my god. This... What a turn this has taken. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Well, I'm just going to, you know, mosey my way on up to Eden Lodge, I think. Sorry, not to Eden Lodge. Yeah, to Eden Lodge. Oh, didn't he say it was at the village hall? I'm just going to quickly check there. No, okay. So that's where the third eye operated. Yeah, I just want to just quickly mention to Simon this whole cult thing.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
And also the fact that you're buying herbs. Let's see, the Salvia Divinorum.
Ever heard of Salvia Divinorum?
Salvia Divinorum.
Magic mint, same thing.
Oh, yeah, you mean the drug? Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, ever tried it?
Well, once or twice, yeah. But it's not really my sort of thing. It messes with your brain. I've never tried any
Unlike
other drugs
ECT.
either. Well, nothing like that. Nothing hallucinogenic.
Never tried any other hallucinogenic drugs. Okay. About the third
Have
eye.
you seen this before?
Oh, is this the thing that James did?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
What do
Yeah.
you know about all this? A third eye, I think they're called.
I don't really know anything about it. I mean, I've heard about Liam's death, but all I know about Three Eyes or whatever is on this flyer.
So you hadn't heard about third eye?
No, sorry.
Okay. Well, that was fruitless.
Thank you.
Emma.
Probably be back later.
What can you tell me? Oh, goodness. Starting with the drug.
Ever heard of Salvia Divinorum?
Yeah, I've heard of it. It's a drug, isn't it?
Yeah. Hallucinogenic drug.
Stop!
Ever tried it?
Stop it!
No.
Stop your
I've
acting!
never taken any illegal substances.
Okay, has never taken illegal substances. Fair enough. What about the third eye?
Have you seen this?
Yeah. It was all over college last year. James made it. Idiot.
So you don't agree with what I'm saying?
No, I don't agree with anything James says. He's absolutely crazy. He thinks that the government has been controlled by aliens, that we're all bugged. He's nuts.
I mean, he might be a little bit tapped. Regarding ECT, by the way, calling it barbaric is... I mean, it can be misused, of course, but it has saved lives as well. ECT is not... It's horrible to see, to watch it being carried out. But I know people who have had to resort to ECT because they were so chronically and deeply depressed for years that it was, you know, basically they were a risk to themselves constantly, and they just wanted it to stop, and they said, "I will try anything." And sure enough, electroconvulsive therapy is harsh as all hell, and it does change you, and you can lose memories, and it's only ever even remotely considered as an absolute last resort when someone is basically so badly and chronically depressed that they are almost certainly going to end up killing themselves. And it's got a bad rap because it was misused in the past and seen as a... I mean, it's sort of reminiscent of, you know, early 20th century sort of electro-fetishistic psychology and psychotherapy practices, and they just sort of do horrible things to people who really just needed therapy. But, you know, some people it does save their lives. It's, you know, it's not guaranteed to work, but it has worked for some people. So where nothing else would. So ECT is, you know, it's like amputation. You know, it's an absolute last resort. You really don't want to do it. It will, you know, it's going to change you forever. But sometimes when you got no other choice, that's what you end up having to do, and it can work. So, yeah. But, yeah, it's easy to see why it is an upsetting procedure. Well, that was grim. Moving on. It doesn't believe anything James says. Saw the fly while at college last year. Yeah, okay.
That's all for the moment, thank you.
I really think we need to have a chat with the Randians, don't you? I'll just quickly run it by Rebecca. See if she's got anything to add before I go and challenge her husband about it. Ding ding.
Ask about a few more things, please.
Okay, you told me about the Salvia Divinorum, so you're all right.
Have you seen this before?
Don't take any notice of that.
Why?
James Wilson is a fantasist.
Mm-hmm.
He spends his time pretending to cast spells in the woods. He's not exactly a stable person. And, I heard that he was involved with growing cannabis.
Really?
Don't quote me on that.
So you don't think there's any truth at all to this?
None at all.
Coincidentally, none at all is exactly... Sorry, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Okay, heard James grows cannabis. I am going to quote you on that. Just so you know, I'm absolutely good... cast spells in the woods. James said he doesn't grow anything else.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
I'm kind of putting off going up to Atlas. Oh no, next one down. Because I really want to sort of go in fully armed. Because, I mean, come on. Prime suspect at the moment is Atlas and everything they do.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
Plus, it takes forever to actually get in to see the bloody people because you've got to walk all the way through this sodding building and. Ugh. What? Yeah, you gave me the flyer. Doesn't grow any other drugs. But I heard. I know. She said don't quote, but. Well, anyway, you said it grows. It's mint. This is obviously a contradiction, but never mind. Okay, fine. So you say you never went to a Third Eye meeting, and they're a local cult. You sold Salvia to Liam, and you use it for meditation, and you don't grow any other drugs. Fine. Someone else says you're...
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Telling porkies. I can't bother to walk all the way through the village to get up to Atlas, so if we miss something, we miss something. We'll check it on the way back. Yes. We are going in armed. I feel that this is going to be a turning point. I hope.
A few more questions, please.
So, about dried leaves.
Do you know what this is?
Looks like chopped tea bags to me. What is it?
You might know.
I don't know anything about plants, Inspector. What you should do is ask Rebecca. She knows far more about these things than I do. Messy things, growing things.
You're an awful actor, but I approve of the game writing here. It's giving, it's not obvious who you should talk to about plants. So, other than James, so you got two people saying, "Have you tried Rebecca?" That's good signposting in a mystery game like this. Yeah, fair enough. How about
Have you ever heard of Salvia Divinorum?
Yeah. What is it?
It's a hallucinogenic plant, a legal one, at least for the moment.
I've no interest in drugs, Inspector. My job. That's the only drug I need. As trite as that may sound.
Do you know any students who may have used hallucinogens?
No. My students aren't interested in that kind of thing. Besides, no one is allowed drugs or alcohol onto the site. I don't think anyone has ever brought drugs. to Atlas.
Do you have any
What?
medicines on site at all?
No, we're not allowed, insurance purposes.
How can you say that? You're standing there drinking from a whiskey tumbler or whatever, saying you don't allow drugs or alcohol onto Atlas premises. How can you say that? Oh my god. This guy. Okay, fine. Sure. No student has ever brought drugs to Atlas. Doesn't allow drugs. It's so full of shit. One last
Do you
question.
know about this?
Not much.
So you've never seen this before? You don't know anything about Third Eye?
Well, I don't remember seeing it now.
You don't recognize any of the symbols on it?
No, sorry.
So full of shit. Cardboard mask. Huh.
Aha.
No problem.
Ryan, you've just told me all about the moon symbols on the mask. Then you're claiming you don't know anything about the symbols on the flyer. It's all the same thing.
Oh, actually, yes.
Oh, actually,
Yes, I do remember.
Right.
So what did you know about
Misunderstanding.
Third Eye?
Right.
Oh, not much, really. Never came into contact with them.
He never came into contact with them at the village hall.
Explanation was way too short. Ryan's definitely hiding something.
Never came into contact with the Third Eye. And no, just nonsense. Okay, I need to find the contradiction here. Do you know what? We'll reconvene here in 24 hours and review the evidence. Join me then, folks. Take care. Bye.